Alright guys, welcome back. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to get a bulking diet on a budget and still keep the food really clean. A lot of the food's going to be basic, but also there are foods that keep me full at a mid-calorie range for me. This is like my maintenance diet, where for most people out there, it's going to be a bulking diet. So we are going to be having roughly about 3,700 calories in just this meal plan. So we'll go ahead and get it started. So we're going to start out with a rice cooker. If you guys don't have one, you guys can use a pot. It's just for the amount of rice that I'm cooking up, it's a lot easier to do it in the cooker, and it's a lot quicker, the cooker. So take the pan out here, and we're going to weigh out a total of 9 servings of rice. So 405 grams is what we're looking for. Almost there. Perfect. So that is 2 1/4 cups. So you always just double the amount of rice with the water, but I am a big eater, so I add in extra water. That way the rice fluffs up more. I mean, if you don't like it, then you don't have to do it that way. You should have 4 1/2 cups of water in here. I'm going to put in like 5 1/2, 6. Get some water, then we get this rice cooking. The rice is going to take the longest to cook. The rice and the chicken. I already have my chicken pre-cooked. I grill it up in huge batches. There's this, and there's a little bit more. So in total for chicken, for the chicken, you're going to want to have 8 servings of chicken, and that is the most expensive part of this whole diet. The chicken is protein source, and if you guys have done any sort of shopping, you will know that anything that's high protein is high in price. So unfortunately, I couldn't get the price down any more than chicken. That was like the cheapest source of protein per gram of protein. So all this stuff I am buying in bulk as well. I'm going to Sam's Club. I'm getting the 25-pound bags of rice. I'm going to Sam's Club. I'm getting the big box of 48 eggs and everything else. I just buy in bulk. That allows me to save money. I mean, you spend more right off the bat, but in the long run, it cuts the cost down drastically. So go ahead and keep on moving here. This is going to be like a real quick way to meal prep for the next day, or if you want to do multiple days at a time, you could. I just usually do it 2 days at a time, but just do 1 for today because I think I'm going to throw it up a bit on Friday. So get this pan preheating, and this one here we're going to put in, this one, we're going to do our breakfast meal. So this is going to be 2 servings of oatmeal, which is 80 grams. There you go. 82, close enough. So I'm not really sure about how much water I add to this. I make it, like I said, I'm a big eater, so I add extra water, make it extra runny, and I add psyllium husk to mine to thicken it up. So I mean, you can see like it's a lot of water, but trust me, it'll thicken up. I'll put that on high, get that cooking quick. And this is heating up, so we're going to get egg whites. And we're going to want 368 grams. That is a total of 8 servings. So zero that out. Bam. So the egg whites are actually going to go into our oatmeal. Whenever I actually start bulking, and I'm not a huge fan of the amount of food I'm eating anymore, I do switch over to a whey protein, but this volumizes the oatmeal drastically, and it tastes pretty good in my opinion. I just add some sucralose, cinnamon, vanilla extract, and it tastes pretty daggone good. Okay, so we have everything cooking right now. Like I said, we got our chicken already pre-made. We need 8 servings total. That is 2 pounds of chicken. Okay, so as the eggs cook, we're going to basically scramble them and mash them up into as small of bits as we possibly can. That way when we mix it with the oatmeal, it thickens it up, and it's not like you don't have huge chunks of egg whites. It's sort of about the same size chunks as what the oatmeal is. So it tends to blend pretty well. There we go, it cooking here. And then after everything is done cooking here, I will be back and I will show you how we're going to combine everything together. And after everything's done, I will show you guys the total price of everything, what the price of serving is per, I guess, per food, and what the total price is compared to what the normal price of stuff that you would buy at the store. So probably take about 10 minutes here for the oatmeal and egg whites, and probably about 45 minutes for the rice, and I will see you guys then. All right, so we're back. We're still waiting on the rice to finish up. I'm not sure how much longer it has, but in the meantime, the eggs finished up and the oatmeal's finished up. I'm just letting it cool a little bit. You can see the egg whites. I mean, we have them cut down to pretty small chunks. Now, trust me on the oatmeal, you might not think mixing egg whites and oatmeal together is that great, but the egg whites are like a neutral flavor, so it just adds a little bit of volume to it, if anything. So we're going to dice up the chicken into just little chunks. Go ahead and start doing that. And then we're going to have our evening snacks next is what I'm gonna make. So if you guys have watched, or if you guys follow me on TikTok, I made a Greek yogurt like ice cream almost, and that's what one of the evening snacks is going to be. And if you don't follow me on TikTok, the link to my TikTok will be down in the description below if you want to follow me on there. Of course, wait to the end of the video first, because you don't want to miss out on the rest of this. I mean, this full day of eating is pretty cheap in my opinion for as much protein, as much quality food as you get. It's not like you're just eating top ramen, which, I mean, I do include top ramen in some of my daily calorie intake whenever I feel like throwing it up a little bit. This is a diet that I'm pretty loose on, honestly, because this is what I eat most days, and it's, oh, now that's rice boiling, finally. But I'm still dropping weight eating all this, so just trying to stay lean for the summertime. And you guys can always adjust this up or less. I really don't think you have to increase the protein. If anything, just increase the servings of rice that you have, because honestly, the rice is the cheapest thing in this whole meal plan. Rice and the oatmeal. I'm actually not sure which one's cheaper. But I might dice up the rest of this off camera, because this is taking longer than I expected. Yeah, I'll do that while the rice is finishing up. And just you're gonna have 4 containers about this size here. That'll be for your chicken and rice. Just put that out of the way for now. Okay, so we're gonna make the blueberries and yogurt. It's like an ice cream mix. So we're gonna need frozen blueberries, not fresh. You need frozen. And again, some Greek yogurt. I got this from Sam's Club. 7 servings for, I think it's like $5 or $6. And it's really, really high protein. It's, for 100 calories, you're getting 18 grams of protein, so. Container. I still one of these. So in this, we're going to put 510 grams. That'll be 3 servings of yogurt. Come on. Perfect. All right, now get this out of the way. Next, we're going to take some sort of artificial sweetener, whatever you like. I have concentrated sucralose, so I need a little scoop. You gotta add a little bit of salt to it. That brings out the sweetness. Okay. And then some cinnamon. Cinnamon goes on everything. Now, if you want, you can either put vanilla extract, some sort of like flavor skinny syrup, or I use the sugar-free cheesecake. I did not include anything into the price, or I didn't include any extras in the price of the total meal plan. So like this, the vanilla extract, salt, cinnamon, stuff like that, it's not included in the total price that I'll give at the end. It's just hard to calculate seasonings into price because they really don't, you really don't know how long they last or how much I'm using per the price of the total product. So. One serving. That's all you need. So we're going to take this, we're going to mix it up. Now about this time, that rice, or not the rice, the oatmeal should be cooled off enough that we can mix everything together. And we're going to mix everything together about the same way we did this here. We're going to add sucralose, cinnamon, and I'm going to add a skinny syrup to it of, I got like 6 different flavors for, I usually mix in my coffees, I'll add into my oatmeal. First, finish this up. So now we got everything mixed together. I'm going to take 2 servings of blueberries, which is 280 grams. Put that away. And mix the blueberries in. Now, you really can't make this ahead of time. This is like a, you make it and you eat it pretty quickly. So the frozen blueberries on contact, the yogurt will start to thicken it up because they're frozen and the yogurt's not. It makes almost like an ice cream. Only it's very high protein and a lot lower in calories. And I like to let it thicken up a little bit more. And put it in the freezer. So that'll be for me to eat tonight. And we'll get on to the oatmeal. So again, oatmeal's pretty soupy, but it will thicken up, trust me. Pour that in there. And if you guys don't have an issue with wanting to overeat, by all means, you don't have to make this runny. You can use less water and not use any of the psyllium husk or thickening agent of your choice. But I'm a big eater, and I'm trying to stay lean for the summertime. And after the summer, then I'm gonna bulk. And last year my bulk ended up being about 8,000 calories, so this is about half of that. Okay, we're done with that. So we got our oatmeal and egg whites. Like I said, about the same as with the yogurt, just put in some salt, add some cinnamon. I added quite a lot, and then the psyllium husk. Now, I will warn you, if you decide to use the psyllium husk, watch how much you use. It doesn't really affect me too badly, but if you're the type of person where a lot of fiber affects you negatively, you are going to be on the commode a lot. Just putting it out there, a fair warning to you guys. So use at your own risk. Again, use at your own risk. I'm gonna get a camera, grab my syrup. So I got some s'more syrup. I haven't tried this yet in here. We'll see how it tastes. Just mix it all together. I think I might put a little bit too much cinnamon, but oh well. Maybe not. Mixing it quite nicely. All these seasonings, just add to your own liking. I mean, experiment with it. Try a little heavier one day, a little lighter the next. See which one you like. That's about right. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more water, but you can already see, like, it is already thickening up, and it'll thicken up a lot more overnight. I mean, a lot more. So I'm going to add a little bit more water to it. Trying not to slop it everywhere. Yeah, but trust me, with the egg whites, it's cleaner for your diet. And I mean, I don't believe whey protein is really that bad for you. But if you're having like 3-4 scoops of whey protein a day, I think you should try to get away from that. Maybe stick to 1 or 2 scoops away, just to minimize how much supplements you're taking in and the price of it. I mean, whey protein is not very cheap unless you buy it in bulk like what I do. And even then, I haven't added it up. I think the egg whites are still cheaper to use. Oh, that's good. I'll be looking forward to that meal. Set this off to the side. Let it cool before I put it back in the fridge. And our rice has 10 minutes left. So we got, oh, that's right, one more meal that I can make up. So for a post-workout meal, I either have a I either have a Ninja Creamy or a protein shake. They're both made identical, just one's frozen I get to make into an ice cream, and the other one's a liquid that I drink. So, to make that, I got Revolution Nutrition's protein. It's 73 servings and you get for 50 bucks per container. I think you have to buy 2 of them though to get it for that price. So I get that. I put 1 scoop in the blender with 2 bananas and 4 servings of egg whites. I don't cook these egg whites, I just the liquid. They're pasteurized, so you don't have to worry about any salmonella or anything like that. Everyone gets concerned with that, but they're pasteurized, so you're good to go. 4 servings of egg whites, a little bit of sucralose, the whey protein, the bananas, blend that all up and drink that down. As a post-workout, you should try to get that in as quickly as I can right after the workout. Yeah, so I had the Ninja Creamy is what I had today. So I'm gonna put these out of the way because I don't need them. But other than that, we're just waiting on the rice to finish up. I'm gonna finish dicing up the chicken and then I'll show you how we mix everything together. And that'll be it. That's all we have left. So what, I've been meal prepping for 34 minutes now. So 8 minutes, probably 45 minutes of making food for tomorrow and almost 4,000 calories. I mean, I don't think that's too bad. If you tacked on another 15, 30 minutes, you could have another day's worth. Probably another 15 minutes, you could cook 2 days worth. So, all right, I'm gonna finish dicing up this chicken and I'll catch you back here in 8 minutes. The rice is steaming, so that means it must be done. So, I'm gonna go ahead and try to get this out of here without burning myself. Because that would not be fun. Okay. Close that, get that out of the way. Now, a little point of advice, if you are, get this right there, sweet. If you are cooking this much rice or more, you have the same issue I have, is getting something to mix everything up in. Yeah, I used the pot I have down here. That wasn't big enough. The only pot that I found was one of those big like soup pots, but it was like 70 bucks and I wasn't about to spend 70 bucks on a bowl just to mix up chicken and rice in. So I got a tub. So if you're bulking like I am, invest in one of these. You get a Walmart, $5 and you're good to go. They have different colors too. They got blue, pink, green, whatever you'd like. So we're gonna dump the rice into here. Oh, it's hot. Steam's burning my hand. Get every last rice out of there because we can't leave a single calorie behind. Otherwise we won't grow, right? Grab the squeegee. Squeegee the rice out. Come here. No calorie left behind. Got it all. So then after that, we have our 8 servings of chicken that we diced up nicely. Just dump that down in there. And then I have 3 servings of mixed vegetables. I mean, you gotta have some sort of veggies, right? 3 servings, it's 270 grams. All right, down in there. And the nice thing about this bowl is I still have plenty of room for the bulk. So now we get to our seasonings. You can season this with whatever you like. If you want to use calorie seasonings, you can add some calories to it. If not, you can stick with the more calorie-free options. Red Hot. I like to add a little bit of soy sauce to it as well. I like super salty stuff, so. After that, we'll get to the actual seasonings. Some more salt. Now a lot of pepper. And I'm going to add some Dijon mustard to it. You can skip this one if you'd like. I like the taste of mustard, so. Add that. Some garlic, salt. Like I said, I love my salt. So, in my opinion, whenever you are exercising extremely hard, pushing yourself, you really can't consume too much salt. It's whenever you're sedentary and you aren't sweating a whole lot or really working your muscles that you can have issues with too much salt. So, if you're doing cardio every day like you should be, and you're lifting weights 5-6 days a week like you should be, you can't have too much salt. So I'm going to add some chili powder, give it a little bit more spice, and we're going to give her a mix and see what she needs. And just make sure you get everything mixed up nicely. Smells delicious. There we go. Everything's mixed up. Now, I can't take too many calories from tomorrow, but it tastes just enough to see whether or not it needs any more seasoning. I think I did pretty good, so if you want to try out the way I seasoned it, go for it. If you feel a little weirded out by some of the combinations, you don't have to. You can season however you like. So after this, let's keep it all on one side. You're going to get 4 containers, and we're going to fill each container roughly with the same amount. I don't get too concerned with accurate weighing because I'm eating all these meals in one day, so the calories at the end of the day will equal the same anyways. Try to get as close as I can. Scoop, scoop, scoop. I mean, these are pretty hefty meals in my opinion. Stick. Like I said, if you don't feel, or if you are like a food craving guy like me, you don't have to add so much water where the rice is more of a paste. You can make it like actual rice, but I like to volumize it that way I stay full in between meals and I'm not craving more food. Now whenever I start into my bulk, I will lower the water actually less than what you're supposed to cook the rice with, because less water, less volume of food. For the time being, I'll make people mad by making my rice incorrectly. that. Time to squeegee this bowl out. Patience is key with this. And you can add whatever vegetables you want. I just go with mixed vegetables because I like the taste of corn, I like the taste of peas, green beans, and carrots. So I get all of them in one shot. And it's not like I only have one thing in there. I don't have just broccoli. All right. So that is done. The oatmeal is starting to thicken up. It's still pretty warm, but you can see it's a lot thicker than what it was whenever I dumped all the water in there. But, all right, so I will go over all the macros with you in the price of everything. I mean, you're getting, let me lay it all out here where you can see it. Pots, make it display. Make it look professional, you know? All right, move you over here and angle you down so you can see all that. Bam, okay. So each one of these meals is roughly about, maybe 325, 40. I'm trying to think how many for vegetables. 180 between the three, so, or 180 between the four. Like 45 calories for that. So roughly about 600 calories per bowl on average. 600 calories. This one here has 300 and 140 with the blueberries. This has 540 calories. And then 25 for the 565 if you use the cheesecake pudding mix. This one here is 425 calories, I believe. And the bowl of oatmeal is actually 500 calories on the dot. Okay, so now that we've gone over all that, these are all your meals for one day in this diet. So it is a lot of food. There we go. And I'll be back. So this food is enough to keep me full, and I'm a 250-pound man, a single-digit body fat that's normally starving. So if this keeps me full, it should do more than enough for most of you guys if you're trying to bulk, or if you're my size, trying to maintain your size. But for the rice is actually 8 cents per serving. So every serving is only 8 cents. The chicken is $1.48 for 8-ounce serving. Mixed vegetables is 20 cents per serving. Oats is 10 cents per serving, so the rice is 2 cents cheaper. I forgot. So in this we have 2 hard-boiled eggs, and I got 1 here. 2 hard-boiled eggs, trying to get some fat in, a couple extra grams of protein. And then we have egg whites, which is 19 cents per serving. Yogurt, the Greek yogurt comes out to 75 cents per serving. Frozen blueberries is 72 cents per serving. Banana is like 0.0 or 6 cents and like 0.0625 per ounce. So for the 2 bananas, it comes out to 66 cents for 2 bananas. And the whey protein comes out, if you buy this stuff in bulk, comes out to 68 cents per serving. Now, if If you're wondering how much everything combined is a total of $15.01 for a full day of eating. And on a bulk, $15 is not bad at all. To put that into perspective, you might be like, well, I can't spend $15 a day. If you go to McDonald's and get a large Big Mac meal, you're spending $12.57 on one large Big Mac meal. So if you get a large fry, a large drink, and a Big Mac, it's $12.50. I mean, for an extra $2.43 or 44 cents, you have a full day of food. So it's not that expensive. Could you make it cheaper? Maybe. But this is good quality food. I mean, you're only having 1 scoop of whey protein. If people are complaining like whey isn't a whole food, which there's a good argument that is whole food, but besides that, if you're having an argument, well, you only have 1 scoop per day in this one. And you have oatmeal, egg whites, you have whole eggs, you have rice, chicken, you have vegetables, fruit with blueberries, yogurt. You have a variety of different food, and it's $15 a day. Total macros for the full day of eating. This is where it gets you, because you have $15 for a full day of eating. You're having 3,750 calories. If you count in the cheesecake mix or like extra seasoning, you might go up an extra 100 calories. So you're at 3,850. You're at 469.7 grams of carbs, 43.3 grams of fat. The fat's a little low, but honestly, I really don't think you need to have super high fat. As long as you're over 40, in my opinion, you're good. And you're having 378.3 grams of protein. 378 grams in all these meals combined. That's a lot of protein. That's more than enough for most people. That's more than enough for me. I seem to respond well off of high protein, so I've eaten clear up to like 450 grams of protein a day. This seems like it keeps me building muscle and staying lean and getting leaner. So I don't know. Everyone says you need 1 gram per pound. I think if you're at an advanced level, you need more, especially if you're pushing high volume workouts like I am. But $15 to get 378 grams of protein and 3,750 calories is not a bad diet at all. So, or a bad price for a diet. So, if you guys have any questions about the diet, by all means, comment down below. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'll be putting out more content like this. I'll be going over a full day of eating. Like I said, some of my days flip-flop a little bit on what I actually eat. I don't eat the rice and everything every single day. I eat most days because it's cheap, and I like cheap stuff. So, yeah, like and subscribe to the channel. My TikTok and Instagram will be down in the description down below. Make sure to go follow me on both of those. And until next time, I'll catch you later.